Today, Riviera Country Club will crown its first major champion in the women's game. And we have a crowded leaderboard. 6 already proven major winners are within 2 strokes of the lead that is shared by nellykorda, the world #1, and seiyoungkim. They will go off in the final pairing in just over 30 minutes time. So that's a live look at them both going through their final round preparations before they make their way towards this beautiful layout here at Riviera Country Club. What a venue it has been this week, prepared beautifully by Marshall Dick and his crew, and today we get to watch it one more time. Cara Banks alongside Morgan Pressel in the booth. Tom Abbott will be calling holes. We have Kay Cockrell, Amelia Duran, and Jim Bogues-Mackay on the ground for us. Let's get straight out to the first hole and check in with the defending champion. This is majastark, who won, of course, so wonderfully at Erin Hills 12 months ago. Arrived this week trying to emulate the great Kari Webb and go back to back.
Thank you, Cara. This is a par putt here for Corpuz. Left that first putt short. This to stay at 3 under, and she's a player who really can't afford to make too many mistakes today. There are a lot of great champions between her and the top of this leaderboard, even though there are only 3 shots. And that is a mistake.
Well, speaking of drama, this lady's had some. We'll get to that in a moment. But this is Jeenothitikul away on the tee at 16. On par 3, playing the shortest it has so far this week. This is the drama I was speaking at another par 3 on the front 9. This on the tee at 6 from 173 yards with a 5-iron in hand. Jeenothitikul took advantage this morning. Just like that. What bunker in the middle of the green? Absolutely no concern for her. That was her 6th career ace on the LPGA Tour, and a great way to get Championship Sunday started.
What an iconic hole to have a hole-in-one.
So the first, second shot for alisonlee, the par 5 first, and this one going right. Tree trouble there, and that is just going to depend very much on where that ball is lying. At the third, second shot.
Yeah, fine.
Now over at the second, this is another amateur. mariajosemarin on the tee at the par 4.
Very gettable opening hole to this tough second. They run parallel to each other. This back into the wind, back uphill.
Safe one, down the middle of the fairway.
And from People's Republic of China, please welcome ruoningyin.
Starting down the right side of the fairway and drawing for Yin.
Both of these players, Cara, in a very interesting position, just a little bit behind the lead, opportunity to really put on a chase.
But as you can see, she starts the day tied for the lead with seiyoungkim. They will go out in just under 30 minutes time. We'll take you there when they do. Ingeechun is with jenniferkupcho in the penultimate group. We have ruoningyin and gabylopez tied alongside nasahataoka for 5th at 4 under. And charleyhull is part of that group. She just teed off at 3 under par. Majastark on the golf course trying to defend that title. We have 3 amateurs on the second page of the leaderboard. Never have we had a US Women's Open with more than 1 amateur finishing this national championship under par. Plus there is the world #1 amateur, Kiararomero, at even. So going to be fascinating to see how the amateur dynamic of this plays out as well. As we now get back out to the golf course and find one of those amateurs, Tom, on 3.
This is aphroditedeng chipping from just left of that green.
Well, we can find Brooke Henderson for birdie at this most challenging hole. It's been the hardest all week long and would be a huge opportunity today. Well done to Brooke. Back to 1.
Yeah, we saw alisonlee's second have some tree trouble over on the right. So 3rd to here. This her 4th. alisonlee And we'll go to the 11th, the par 5. They put the flag on the front today. This is the champion from the COVID year at Champions in Houston, Kim.
And it sure is jam-packed, so I think we could see quite a bit of movement. And one of the things that's been most impressive this week is not her ball striking, but her putting.
This is alisonlee for par. That was just a moment ago, so that's going to be a bogey to open the final round for alisonlee. Now back live in the fairway with ruoningyin, and Amelia Duran is there.
232 yards, this back left hole location. Just 205 to clear the bunker. Just 207 yards. She hit this drive over 300 yards, absolutely pounded it. The wind has picked up, it is down.
If anybody loves being in this position more than Charlie, chasing from behind on Major Championship Sunday.
That is going to leave Charlie a very nice look at eagle to begin the final day.
Exactly what she wants. Perfect off the first.
And from Japan, please welcome
and how close she came at Pebble Beach. We were just talking about this pairing. Neither a major champion just yet, but could today be that day?
Ruoning's going to have to land this 2/3 onto the green and let it chase with this shot being uphill.
As we go up to 2, and this is the amateur Marin to save par. And we'll go up to 6. This is Kuwaki on the tee at the par 3. Don't forget, we saw a hole-in-one here earlier.
And where this hole is located today, Car, you can really use this backstop. We'll see if this comes back. Should nicely.
Yeah, beautifully played.
We're going to see some great shots here on 6.
Up to another one of the famous holes here. This is Annarukarn for birdie at the 10th.
Getting the right pace on a Sunday of U.S. Women's Open, you have to make sure you're controlling your adrenaline.
It is an incredible start for Charleyhull.
That's what doing it right is all about. Simply competing in the U.S. Women's Open is life-changing for many. A good finish here can change a career. Ally is proud to inspire the next generation, lifting women's golf to new heights. And we can't wait to see which deserving champion will lift the trophy this year.
So let's go. To our fans, our volunteers, our players, and all of you watching this telecast all around the world, thank you for your support.
This is U for birdie.
Beautiful looking drive, dead down the center.
and from Westminster, Colorado.
Well, she's pushed this one a bit, heading towards the right rough.
head up toward the green, Tom.
Yeah, up into the bunker, green side, and Gabylopez, third shot, up and down for a birdie.
A little bit more of a...
Yes, well done. Has struggled with nerves in the past when in contention for a major.
This is an important putt right here for Gabby, Tom. She struggled with this part of her game yesterday.
In that category of player that could win here coming into the week, breakthrough for the first time, needs to get the putter working better than that.
This ball turning over from right to left with the wind towards the left rough. This bit very hard up the right edge. Wind bringing it back towards the fairway now.
Perfection there from Nelly.
Ingeechun has this for eagle to leapfrog the two players at the top of the leaderboard.
I'm sure she has great memories of eagling this hole yesterday. This tough, big swinging left to right breaking putt.
Everyone has misjudged the speed.
Obviously would like to have gotten this at least half the distance closer. Uphill putt.
Everyone has left it short.
The putting, practice putting greens here at Riviera are quite flat. They're small and flat, so you're a little nervous and excited, and then you got to deal with speed. It's a challenge.
She was up to the challenge.
She's been doing that a lot this weekend, really focusing in on her target, taking her time, and you can't blame her. A lot on the table today. Hammers this fairway metal, drawing towards the front left portion of the green. Let's see if it gets there.
Oh, it did. And it's going to leave an eagle putt for Seiyoungkim.
Almost drove it through the fairway at 320. This is a 5-iron from 208. This is towards the center of the green now, more towards the flag.
And charleyhull second.
Just a little knob short right of this flagstick you want to avoid. Keep it a little left.
Yeah, pretty good there.
Is tally for birdie at 7. That.
And pace so vitally important here. It's uphill the entire way to the hole, but then goes away in the several feet past the hole, so you've got to really judge your speed correctly here, moving hard from left to right.
Charleyhull has a birdie putt to tie the lead here.
This has a good amount of break from right to left, similar to the putt Hall made for eagle at the first.
Oh, that looks tasty. Charleyhull is tied for the lead. Seiyoungkim may have learned something from watching Nelly. It's all about speed, as we were talking about.
It's just the players have completely misjudged that whole location.
It's going to be a tap-in birdie. Seiyoungkim will take the lead. Nellykorda has a short putt to tie with her at 7 under par.
And this is jenniferkupcho.
It's been one of the hardest greens today to hit. Only a third of the field finding this green in regulation.
If it loses its speed, could crawl away from left to right.
And she kept it on the high side. It looked like it was going to miss left from that high angle. What a great look from above, but
Hole does run due west, which is the prevailing wind here at Riviera Country Club. And now Ingeechun up at the green with her third. This was just a moment ago.
Jennifer going with a putter, Cara. Interesting how this is going to run through the fringe. I just bobbled quite a few times
Today, as we get you back out to the second, Kupcho's first to play. Unable to save par. Interesting decision, Morgan. She chose to take the putter. Continues now Chun to save her par at the second. Good up and down from Inge.
second shot for Hataoka.
Interesting, Tom, today. This has been a tougher green to hit than the second hole. With that hole location on the front, that's one of the best of the day, though.
So far today, 5 feet 4 inches. Nasahataoka, can she convert for the birdie? Only had 3 birdies so far here today. Make it 4, with Hataoka getting to 6 under and just 1 back of the lead. Well, the race for the bronze medal given out to the low amateur is going to be a fun one to watch this afternoon. Here's a player in the mix, Kiararomero, the #1 ranked player.
Well, this is our first look at the short four, par 4 10th. And this is jeenothitikul with her second.
We'll see something similar to what we saw yesterday, where just about everybody going for this green.
Alisonlee, this is a birdie putt at the 5th. Alison, who started with a bogey at the first, gets the shot back at 5, so...
She chipped it from off the putting surface on the last hole, but this time going with putter here. Uphill the entire way and should have a little movement right to left.
This is while we were away, a par putt by Kupcho at the 3rd. This to avoid back-to-back bogeys. Kupcho going the wrong way here on Sunday, unfortunately. Now Chun for par. And she gets up and down, stays 1 back.
If she does want to win today, she will need to have this putter working.
In the hole!
And does fall and
Out of the line of play. Let's go to the 6th with ruoningyin.
She had a really impressive finish to her round yesterday to keep her in this championship. And a good visual right in front of her. Ruoning, also an aggressive player by nature. Good line.
Oh, could she use the slope? Yes, she can. Oh, charleyhull! I was saying last year's Women's Open, AIG Women's Open, she was 11 back through 36 holes, played the first 33 holes of the weekend, 11 under to get within one, and ultimately finished runner-up. This week, she trailed by 7 strokes through 36 holes. She trailed by 7 strokes entering the final round of the 2023 US Women's Open at Pebble Beach. A bit of a mistake from Nellykorda at the 4th. Let's go to the 6th, and this is ruoningyin. Would have been a good shot if we hadn't just seen Charley's. I mean, it is a good shot, but Charley somehow took the fireworks without almost holding one, but a great birdie for Yin.
She jumped at that one a little bit, lost it right.
And she will find the bunker right in the middle of the green at this par 3. Good look with our bunker cam. Now another one of those par 3s. Let's join pattytavatanakit on the tee at 16. Yeah, just 131 today. And this is nasahataoka from the bunker right in the middle of the green at the par 3 6th.
Oh, really tell how wide open her club face was from that bunker cam.
Now at the 6th, Gabylopez for birdie to climb within 2.
She needs to see something go in.
Up at the 6th, Ingeechun on the tee.
She has always had such beautiful rhythm to her golf swing.
Oh, she finds.
And at the 11th, Kiararomero for birdie. Top 25 finish here would get her another point in the LPGA's Elite Amateur Pathway, and she'd only be...
Over at the 6th, this is Ingeechun from the greenside bunker.
Really challenging stance. One leg in, one leg out. Knew all along she was going to play it beyond, but that was really good contact considering her setup.
Let's go to 8, and this is alisonlee, a birdie to climb within 3. Oh, beautifully done.
But these are such nerve-wracking putts. With the speed of these greens, this is downhill.
And nicely done.
Just turning from right to left, a little left of the flag.
Here we go. And that needs to settle a little bit. Nicely done. It's worth a smile.
Set up just a fraction right of it.
Drawing just a little left of it.
And it should come back. Might not come back quite as far as Seiyoung's did. It's trying.
Just slowly creeping down the slope. That whole location is a full 26 paces on the left-hand side of that green. So we'll have 2 looks at birdie.
And this is a tough 7-footer to make here. Very quick down the hill, moving left to right. You've got to do everything perfectly here.
Another clutch putt from Nellykorda in the final round of the US Women's Open.
One heck of a team, as is Seiyoung and Paul here.
Yeah, nicely done as as well. So birdies for both in the final pairing, and they move to 8 under par and jump out in front of that pack a little. Both of them have birdied the same hole. So
yeah, Kupcho came up short right in the bunker, did not hit a good approach. This is what happens on this hole sometimes on 7. If you just hit it a little bit to the left side of center, you end up on the left side of a mound, and the ball will be a couple inches above her feet. It's just a matter of really getting your posture in line with the slope, standing up just a little bit taller so you don't pull it. Well, she has pulled it, and that's been her miss today. That's about the 4th pulled iron shot, Morgan, from her today.
Okay, mentioned that Kupcho found the bunker. Here's her 3rd shot.
Most of these bunkers are so deep, she cannot see the surface of the green. Good lie, though.
We'll start to turn down towards the bottom of that valley, which is...
And as Morgan said, this is not easy. She's doesn't have a lot of green to work with, coming off a little bit of a downhill lie, hitting up to an elevated green.
Played it well, played it really well, played it great. Up at the 9th, Alisonlee missed the green right. Down to here, this for par. Can't afford to leak shots away on the final day.
She easily did that, but great round yesterday, but she's just been a little bit off. It's like her misses are a little inconsistent. She just thinned an iron shot here. She's not giving herself any chance for birdie at this point. Or I should say easy birdie efforts and a lot of par putts.
140 clears the bunker.
Steady on.
In her career, when it counts the most for this U.S. Women's Open title, Nellykorda now for birdie and solo lead at the 7th. Dan Hicks along with Morgan Pressel here watching an incredible Sunday unfold.
This is everything you want and more, Dan, here at Riviera.
She's made about everything, though. We'll see what she can do with that putt coming up. Tom Abbott's got the call at the 9th.
Yeah, a little unlucky. Charleyhull went through the green here, got a firm bounce with that 2nd shot. And this one just running by, so she's got a par putt coming back the other way. Jim Bones Mackay is out following the final pairing of Seiyoungkim and Nellykorda, and this is a par putt here for Seiyoungkim. We saw her drive it in the bunker.
Yeah, she had no shot but other than to pitch it out sideways and hit a poor pitch shot to this point. It's very good speed from the front of this green.
So that is going to be the first bogey of the final round for Seiyoungkim. She's going to fall back to 7 under par, and Nellykorda will have the solo lead here at Riviera, but of course she has some work to do to stay. We will go up to the 9th, and another major champion in the mix here, ruoningyin, this for birdie. Quick one down the green. Has it got enough pace on it? Yes, it does.
She's just hanging around, Tom. She's been flawless from this distance so far in this final round, Bones.
That one just falls her, so it's going to be a drop shot for Nelly. It's a drop shot for Seiyoungkim, and they will join Hull and Chun at 7 under. So many players have a chance here on Sunday. Here is Hull for par at 9. And she drops a shot. It's going to be Charlie's first drop shot of the round. Played so well yesterday to put herself into contention with that 65, then came out of the gates today with the eagle at 1, birdie at 3, birdie at 6.
This is a bogey attempt just a moment ago by Nasahataoka. She has had her problems on this par 4. That makes a bogey to drop one back. She is chasing her elusive major, maybe the best player in the game not to have won. Mia Durant following this group.
And two leave it just short and left. Got to make sure you can clear the left bunker. That's where this shot is headed for Yin, 224. And has only missed one fairway, so can lean on that with this tee shot.
She has talked endlessly about her love of chasing, but how will she feel seeing her name right there with a true chance to win?
Charleyhull drives it on the green at 10 and will have another eagle look. Host of the 1948 U.S. Open, won by Ben Hogan among its now 4 USGA championships. This is Yin with this long bunker shot at 10, gets a sand full in the face. Over at 14, Kiararomero leading the amateur way on that leaderboard. This for par at the par 3 14th.
As she makes the turn.
This was just earlier, Yin's third at the short 10th. Again, Hull drove the green here. So still awaiting her eagle attempt. And was that judged well? 2-putt birdie it'll be. And Hull races up into a tie at the top again, now 4 strong at 7 under.
That was really a wonderful tee shot she hit there. Second best of the day. Only Lottie woed closer than Charleyhull by about 3 feet.
And while Hull had that 2-putt birdie, Yin just trying to save par. Again, just another indication you get the wrong position. You are fighting for a score, and Nasahataoka has the driver out at the short 10th.
Very narrow strip to thread the needle here between that left and right bunker.
Oh yeah, Hataoka, NASA ready for liftoff.
Well, one thing's guaranteed, she's going to go full tilt with this one.
That's a fact.
Low on the face.
There's a bunker over there. May not get to it. She was fortunate they did get to it in the end. Don't want to be stuck in that thick rough.
Hataoka, just the 5th player to drive the 10th green this week, but the 4th today. Just saw Charleyhull pull it off. This for eagle now to get into a tie at the top. That won't happen, but she's got a birdie look.
She's played this back 9 beautifully this week. 7 under total. It's this club right here that needs to dial up the heat.
There you go. After 9 straight pars, Gabby's got her first birdie, and she's right there, just 2 back. Making sure she's well rested coming in. Back over to 11.
And ruoningyin third.
A challenging pitch shot, straight downwind and little green to work with.
In this chase of her first major, that she gets a little tight, a little nervous. Obviously, a lot of these players do, Morgan. You know what it's like, but that's something that she's trying to learn how to control, to finally put one of these away.
I just feel like I have so much tension, and even Nelly mentioned it. The more you want it, the tighter you get. It's not just for Nelly, that's for every player in this field.
That's Seiyoungkim in the bottom right there for birdie at the 9th. And Hataoka's got her birdie at the 10th.
Meanwhile, down at 9, Seiyoungkim with the ball in the back of her stance here, putting.
You're just popping it through the first cut there. It's very fast putting towards the ocean.
Feels like the wind is more hurting than right to left. Struck that beautifully, heading towards the left side of this hole.
Wow, Kay, she carried that bunker.
in sand saves on the LPGA this season.
And look at how deep that bunker is, staring at the face.
Now ruoningyin for a birdie.
This will have quite a bit of movement here and be quick.
Ruoningyin still very much in the hunt here.
Hull will have to play this at least a cup and a half out to the left, and it's a quick putt. Both Ruoningyin and Hull have been feeding off of each other. 6 birdies and an eagle in their round together, and both times after they've bogeyed, they've bounced back with a birdie.
Leading the field in putts per green in regulation would be another one here.
Charleyhull breaks out of that tie at the top. So now Hull has the solo lead here at Riviera.
Yeah, I couldn't see the bottom where I was standing either.
What a wild day it has been thus far, Tom.
An entertaining hole the last couple of days with a tee up. And a good view of how far out to the right Shun needed to play it, and this is pulled off exquisitely. Not a real wide fairway and trouble on both sides.
It's been one of the hardest fairways to find this week, and one of the hardest holes as well.
And there's that freewheeling swing. You can see her just kind of whip the club back. That ponytail whipping around as well. And Charleyhull leads the U.S. Women's Open. Well, here's a look at how balanced the women's game has been in at least the major championships. 10 different champions in the last 10 majors. Here they are, Morgan. I mean, it looks like it has a very good chance of being broken today, but maybe if Charleyhull can win this thing, this will continue on.
It's also a bit of what we're looking at the leaderboard. Just such an international flair. The best in the world wanting to hoist this trophy.
And there's nellykorda, the most recent major champion.
Everything in her game just is a bit off.
She was the first round leader with that opening 66, hung in there for a couple days, but today just drifting away further and further from Kupcho, who won the last Chevron championship when it was staged here in California in the desert.
Her ball striking has not been perfect, but she has sure managed herself around this golf course well.
So that's another birdie for Chung. She's 5 under on the weekend here thus far, and she's hit just 13 of 28 greens in regulation. Shot for Nelly. Over at the 12th, we got Charleyhull here with her second, 135 yards away. And just creeps on to the green for Charleyhull, tied with Chun at the top.
Yeah, Dan, I mean, our U.S. National Development Program is off and running 2 years in. We have 800 athletes in the program and about 125 on a grant program. 6 of them were in the U.S. Women's Open.
Charleyhull is going to come up well short here at the 12th. And talking about the amateurs, some 24 started the championship, and this is Kiararomero, the top-ranked amateur in the world for birdie, Mike, here at the 16th.
Yeah, she's in our U.S. National Development Program as well. I mean, Kiara was a stock, you'd buy it, and that's why.
Well, somebody went it outright after 72 holes. Mike Wan, CEO of the USGA, as we get out to the 10th and the second for Seiyoungkim here, just one back.
And Seiyoung's got a fantastic angle here. Nelly does not. Seiyoung going with a 56-degree wedge. She does not carry a 60. Go.
Well, she scooped it a little bit, Bones.
She sure did, and was very lucky to avoid that bunker given how far right she hit that shot. I mean, it's not a horrible place to be, 35 feet on the 10th hole in 2.
And this is hole for par after coming up way short.
Left herself almost 10 feet here.
Back over at the 10th, this is really a challenge, even for Korda, who's so good at these kinds of field shots.
Yeah, great shot.
She's got a chance coming up. This is Gabby at 11, Tom.
Yeah, Gabylopez needs to stay in touch with the lead, and she does with a birdie there. We know she's played so well on this back nine, as Morgan was saying. Shot 31, her first 9 holes of the championship on this 9.
Well, as we look high above the beautiful 10th, it's time to get a handicap index. As Seiyoungkim's putt misses wide to the right.
Designing these short par fours to really make the players think.
Court has been so good from this distance pretty much all week. And that's how fast that is from that side of the hole. So 4 pars for Nelly at the short par 4 10th. 1 back of Chun. This is 11.
And Chun's third.
She busted a 3-wood to get to that point. Made for a pretty easy chip and another potential up and in for birdie.
And this for par for Kim. Oof.
She's talked all week, Dan, about this part of her game. Just not making enough putts from that length. And that
score is exactly the same on every hole. This is 17.
This is Kiararomero to get to 3 under par. That's important because the top 10 finishers get into the championship. It's a 2-shot lead. First 2-shot lead of this final round, and it is Ingeechun.
And here is Chun on the tee at the 12th. It's a tough finish here today. In fact, holes 12 through 18, the final 7, Morgan, playing plus 67, while the first 11, 3 under cumulative today by the field.
there's no question that this back 9 is where.
Of course, it was the U.S. Women's Open that started it off 11 years ago, but this is a challenge here.
Going with the 7-iron. Sounded like she caught a pretty good amount of ball. May drift off the left, but that was huge because it took a lot just to carry the barranca.
Augusta National Women's Amateur earlier this year. Earned her entry into this championship as the McCormick Medal winner. Ruoningyin on the tee.
Want to start this at the TV tower. That's where the green starts to section off and funnel towards the flag. This is a 6-iron.
It's been one of the hardest holes to get close to today, Amelia. Nobody inside of 8 feet. That hole on the left, even though pushing you on your back.
Holes turn now at 14.
Straight into the wind, needs to flight this 6-iron.
She likes to hit that little flighted shot.
Morgan, she was practicing them on the range.
Yeah, Amelia, you told me she was filming herself.
Just getting dialed in.
Yeah, trying to really make sure her technique.
Shot after shot. This is Chun at the top 12th.
Can she go to the well one more time with that club? Gonna have to rely on the putter here.
Second of 13 for Gabylopez. Finds herself 3 shots back. And this is trying to work towards the hole for Gabylopez.
We just got to get her on the back 9, Tom.
Yes.
Swing instructor, Song Hee Kim, who she saw in Vietnam over the winter, and has just been kind of dialing in this new type of swing. So a lot of change for Chun, and this time not able to save it. And she drops back to 8 under. Now 1 clear of Korda and Hull. Okay, what about Charleyhull in the bunker, Amelia?
If she goes right, she'll have more green to work with. It's a good lie.
Well done by Hull. Great chance to save that one. All right, tough shot here for Yin.
And it's very awkward. We'll need to grip down and rotate her upper body. Oh, it's so easy to get cute with that. She needed to leave herself a par putt and now faced with another difficult shot.
Ingeechun, leader by 1 on the tee. Hasn't really had a problem hitting fairways today. It's finding greens that's been the issue.
She's always been known as one of the straightest drivers of the golf ball, but that could have some tree trouble.
Yeah. Now, Nasahataoka, who missed the fairway on the left, has this for par. This stretch of holes, as Bones was saying, 12.
Incredibly hard to get back in contention and doesn't want to let it all slip away here.
Yeah, it started those last 6 holes. She was 3 under yesterday.
Well, if there was ever a good bogey, it's that right there for Yin. PGA Championship. This is Gabylopez at 13.
Yeah, the 32-year-old from Mexico City, only a player bogey-free today. This is a birdie, and Gabylopez is in the hunt here for a first major title.
So Lopez going after that first major. Hull going off for that first major. This for par. Gotta wonder, Morgan, if she got wind of the fact that she was leading the championship all by herself. Who knows? But she's now a couple back with 4 holes to play.
And you must avoid that bunker on the right that's 20 yards short of the green.
She's got the hybrid out. Well, it hardly came out. Did it get out of the rough?
No, it did not. It advanced about 30 yards and still in the right rough.
As he's going to trundle on down.
Well, like Bone said, coming back into the wind, 12, 13, 14, and 15, these 4 holes are really going to determine who has it and who doesn't. This 120 yards to the hole has got to stay right of the flag. Get this on the green.
That's got to stop.
Everything just filters off to the left and towards the back of the green.
Yeah, it's going to stay on the putting green, but she's going to have a long par putt.
Again, mariajosemarin trying to challenge here to the house. You've got the leader at 3 under. Posted earlier, and Marine from long distance.
And it's made even more challenging by the wind at her back here, Kay.
Definitely flapping those pant legs.
That was well done.
This is a long birdie look from off the green for Seiyoungkim at 12.
Like it rolled nicely through that fringe.
Oh, looking good. Seiyoungkim just over the edge for an unlikely birdie to join the pack at 7 under. That win you big championships. This is Gabylopez at 14, who's made a huge run. 4 back, just 5 holes ago. Now right there, and that should be a 2-putt par at the par 3. Could take care of that. Korda at 12.
Speed.
2-putt par for Nelly. As we saw Eagles, as Riviera was just lit up by a lot of players, but man, with a wind.
And now the bogey putt for Ingeechun to join those players at 7 under.
She has been taking a lot of extra time on these short putts, and I get it. You just want to make sure you're stable and don't do anything silly.
She hasn't played a huge amount of golf this year. In fact, she's only played 4 final rounds.
Lopez for par, is to expand on the Mexican history. not only in this championship, only one player from Mexico has ever won a major, and that was
Good effort. This green is not easy.
back in 2023. It was allisencorpuz who beat everybody in the field at famed Pebble Beach for that championship win. She's had a good week this week and a good ending there. Able to come in with all rounds in the 70s.
Ruoningyin missed the green short at 15 up to here, so this for par. Not the time where she can afford to be dropping a shot.
Some 75 feet breaking to her left the entire way.
Leading the field in scrambling this week.
Back over to 13, Seiyoungkim.
Just went underneath it a little bit, off that upslope.
At the little par 3 16th. 131 yards is all today.
She's been having those real sawed-off follow-throughs into the winds.
Little club twirl there. Hole location right up in the front portion of the smallest green.
Apologize for the language you may have just heard there from that tee. Let's go to 13 and Seiyoungkim for par.
Boy, she hated that one from the get-go.
So that is going to be a bogey, and Seiyoungkim falls one back.
Up and down for par.
This is a birdie putt for Marin, the amateur, to get to 3 under. Yes.
Here's Hole coming pretty much the length of the green from the back to the front at 16. Beautifully judged. Look at the big break at the very end.
Bones, we just saw Ingeechun come up a good 20 yards short. Complete misjudge of the wind. Nelly does like to flight these irons.
Turning it from right to left. It's on a great line if it's enough.
Not enough.
Flights it very low, but this is left.
It's a tricky double breaker, but at the hole, it's going to turn to the left. But these greens are really fast today. When you're putting underneath the hole like Nasa is, got to make sure you trust the pace on this one.
If anything, it's just been a little slower, Amelia, than the players have thought.
And she's putting into the wind.
As we go over to the 17th, take a look at the bunker cam presented by Deloitte and alisonlee. Alison was a terrific story here this weekend and tied for the lead after a couple of rounds here, looking for her first win on the LPGA Tour and a potential.
And she has some crosswind from right to left. Some similarities between Lopez and Charleyhull, putting with the flagstick in, but also fiery personalities as golfers.
That is so important, that up and down for Gabylopez's chances of a first major.
Prospects getting up and down from these bunkers that Kim and Korda in at 14, not good.
This has got a lot of heat on it. That's about as good as she could do from there. Nelly with the far easier of the two shots.
This is what I was saying earlier. She likes these types of short bunker shots from an upslope.
Long one at 12 from just off the green. So back-to-back bogeys for Seiyoungkim, falls to 5 under, 2 back. And it's Gabylopez who's arrived at one of the most picturesque spots in the course, on the course. Again, just 131. Leaning, hoping. And that's a good shot. 17.
Alisonlee for a birdie. Had her son Levi in April last year. Didn't know whether she would be able to come back and compete at this level.
You've seen her play a lot of golf, Morgan, and it's really one of the finest putting.
You can see how far Hyunjoyoo still has left for her third.
54-degree wedge in hand. Good news is the rough is not terrible where she is. Just gotta play it right of the flag.
Gonna give herself a look at par. Excellent job. Really feel like she has to at least make birdie here. Tom leaking this.
And now has a chance. This is a difficult read. The first part of this putt is straight, and then once it gets over the ridge, it turns right.
Did she hit it?
A little bit tentative. We saw that a touch from her yesterday.
Defending champion Majastark, the winner at Erin Hills last year, finishing up her championship. Talked about her, talking about the difficulty of dealing with the limelight of winning this title, but really has turned her game around as of late, Morgan. mariajosemarin from Colombia for par to tie. Romero, low amateur honors. No, not able to get it down in two from just short of the green, but still a sensational championship.
Out to the 15th, par putt for Chun to stay tied for the lead. That is an incredible par.
Lopez for the flag stick and goes off to the right, and she's got more work coming back. Tie at the top to at least 6 under. Holes at 17.
Yeah, third shot. Climbs up onto that correct shot, and it gives her a good look at making a 4 to tie the lead.
To end yesterday's round, and this just needs to refocus here.
Yep, so the bogey-free round is gone. Alisonlee drove it way right, played her second to this point, so coming up the hill, trying to finish it off. With a par. That's how to finish it off.
Birdie putt for ruoningyin. Couple over today.
She really fought her way back into this championship, Tom, but a rough few holes for her have sealed the deal, unfortunately.
Yeah, she had a bad spell from 14. So this is so important for Charleyhull.
This is the distance she spent quite a bit of time working with her coach, Nick Soto, coming into the week.
And so important, it drops for Hull. She's at 7 under par. She's tied the lead. She's got 1 to play, trying to set that target in the clubhouse for others to match or beat.
Well, didn't work out exactly like Alisonlee had hoped for, but it was a great story. She was trying to become just the 4th mom in the history of this championship to win it. As Tom mentioned, she had the lead at the halfway point. A little disappointed in the way she played. Hole on the tee.
She's hit the fairway all 3 days. Straight downwind. This is leaking out to the right. Needs a straight kick.
Gonna miss the fairway.
Sean, birdie putt on the way for solo lead. Just hangs it out to the right. As she gets ready to head to that pivotal 17th. She has been through about everything you can.
Needs to cover the false front at 135, and then it will release.
23% of the field getting a green in regulation here. So tough it's been. What a bold effort by Hull.
She landed exactly where she and Ads talked about, right on that front edge, but coming out of the rough.
Lopez needs to get this up and down for birdie.
What a touch. Wonderful shot. Yep.
She's shown a lot of guts this week, Tom. Tricky greens to read. Very nuanced.
It's back to the right. Here she is. Delicate little pitch.
Couldn't have drawn a better lie, though, and chipping back into the wind.
Oh, man. It had a lot of speed on it. She tried to check it up on the weekend of another major. Seiyoungkim with a nice up and down at the 16th. This to post 7 under. What a weekend for charleyhull at Riviera. Will it stand up to win her first major, the biggest one of all?
What a thrill. You could see that emotion in her reaction. What a gutsy par.
Colorful player. Great in the media tent. To 17 we go.
This is a 3-word for ingeechun, second shot.
We talked a little bit about her new swing, and it's been put under pressure today, and it just hasn't quite held up. She's been phenomenal around the greens, which has saved her.
Par and a couple of birdies over the first 3 rounds here at the 17th for nellykorda. Needs to drive this one in the fairway. And Nelly will be able to reach this, obviously, in 2 with her power, and now that she's in the fairway.
Quick pickup of the tee. That's a good one.
She committed to changing her golf game from a draw to a fade over the winter.
And doesn't like it. It's going to be okay.
This is not an easy bunker shot. It's another very deep bunker, not much green to work with. And I almost think she has to play a little more.
Almost doesn't even look like she's aiming towards the flag here, okay?
No, well out to the right, to the fat part of the green.
And it's going to run away if it catches the ridge.
Yeah, she's hoping it'll just stay up top.
It's been a tough day for jenniferkupcho, but she does have an eagle putt here at the 17th. Haven't had an eagle at 17 yet, Kay.
Well, putting from the lower level uphill, very steep up, left to right break.
Feeling a lot of pressure on the golf course.
If this goes in, though, she'll be leading the U.S. Women's Open on her own, but it does not.
Needs birdie to tie hole.
I would expect her to go flag hunting here. She knows exactly where she stands.
And she has giving herself a great look.
Stay tied for the lead. Okay, so she will go to 18 with a chance to make a birdie. And she's just waiting for jenniferkupcho to finish off this birdie. And Kupcho does get to 2 under.
She's set up quite a bit right here.
Gets it well up into the wind on a good line.
See, a lot of players leaves it right. We haven't seen too many keep it down that left side of the flag.
Be very quick.
And now Nelly.
Playing very quickly from 205. She's got 5 iron in hand, looking to land it right around the front edge of the green. This is pulled a little bit, needs a kick out of the rough. But she does have an angle from there.
Nasahataoka to putt first here for birdie before Lopez goes. And the quest will continue for Hataoka for that major championship. Morgan, you remarked earlier in this week, you think she's the best player without a major.
And she's spoken very openly about it being her #1 goal.
And she's had her own chances through the years and has said, I get too nervous, I tighten up when I get sometimes in these positions at majors. So that quest will continue for Hataoka. Or just...
As the fairway tilts from left to right, obviously you don't want to miss this fairway, but if you were to, it's a little easier on the right-hand side. This looks like a good line down the left side.
It's really good. Perfect drive for Charlie, who's been all over the map today. Now, the biggest putt of her career, Gabylopez, to tie Hull at 7 under. Gabylopez joins the fray at 7 under. And keeps Mexico's hopes alive for another major championship, which has only been won by Lorena Ochoa.
Dan, that was incredible. She made that gutsy par here on 18 yesterday.
And just the 3rd birdie all day long at 18.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff that gives you chills. What a moment for Gabylopez.
You get the feeling that Ochoa has been watching this. Lopez has talked about how important Ochoa has been in her career. And now the focus on Korda over at 17.
I get the feeling that every golfer in Mexico is watching this right now. Nellykorda now, her 3rd.
This ball is really sitting up. So much so you could potentially catch it high on the club face.
Yeah, still some golf to be played here. Seiyoungkim, long of the green, trying to get up and down for birdie.
Looking as though she's going to play this back in her stance and just chop down on it, have it release.
That's what Nelly said earlier was one of the fastest greens on the golf course back to front. She thought that hopped on her, but it didn't. Excellent speed. On almost every putt, right there, perpendicular to her line.
Is it going to stay up? It does. And Korda leads by 1 in her National Open, the one that she wants to win so desperately. The golf that she's been playing this year had her as the favorite coming in, and she has lived up to it so far.
I say it time and time again, Tom, you have to putt to win a major championship, you have to make these clutch putts down the stretch. We've seen it from Charlie, we've seen it from Gabby, but this, the most clutch of them all, from Nelly right here on 17, a putt that most players have missed on the high side today.
Chun is at 7 under as she plays her second.
See what she can do after this beautiful drive with the 9-iron in hand.
Be aggressive.
It just won't come out of that Kikuyu short left.
Seiyoungkim's hopes of winning this title have faded somewhat with that quarter putt going in, but a birdie here still give her a chance going up to the last.
This appears to be on a beautiful line.
One of the very best drivers of the golf ball on one of the most iconic tee shots in golf.
Ingeechun up ahead, playing her third. Needs a par to join Lopez and Hull. Back down on the tee, Seiyoungkim.
This is hung out to the right.
She's just fighting her golf swing.
Has leaned on the putter all day long and needs it to cooperate one more time. Not this time. And Chun is eliminated from the title chase. But boy, she gave it her all. With way less than her top game. Showed the heart of a champion trying to put it away. Got into contention. Her parents flew in by surprise yesterday. They've never missed their daughter in a U.S. Women's Open, even though she's missed the cut the 3 previous times. She got herself into contention. They made the trip, surprised her. But jenniferkupcho with a 74 in this final round.
Just avoids the trees.
Get up.
From 149, I think she flies this 135. It'll take a huge bounce and leave her in a great position.
So Seiyoungkim officially eliminated.
Reasonable effort there.
And you can see nellykorda closing her eyes there. Just stay in the present. Get this done. Seiyoungkim with a tap in for bogey. And the final round is 72. A way for Korda to join the rest of the legends. And it's happened. It just curled in. But that just slipped in on the left side. No matter. She's a U.S. Women's Open champion. Riviera.
Dan, that was a fitting roller coaster ending to a roller coaster day. Judging by her reaction, she thought she missed it.
I thought it had a good chance of coming out too, Morgan. I mean, it took a lot of that left edge. These are never easy, are they?
Oh, she can't believe it.